It is most fitting to begin with the words of her nominators. One said, "She's a hard worker with much enthusiasm and enjoys her job immensely. She goes beyond the call of duty in her willingness to serve the community in so many capacities." A sibling of this year's recipient said, "For all those years, she set a standard for each of her siblings to follow. A standard in listening to obeying our parents, a standard in the classroom as we proceeded through school, a standard as a playmate in our neighborhood growing up, a standard in how one responds and treats people, a standard for being involved in groups and activities in which you play a strong role, a standard for being active in our church, a standard to enjoy and appreciate what we are blessed with. It is clearly apparent that the standards she learned and set as a child and youth have continued throughout her adult life. This year's honoree is well known in the community for her organization and informative education programs for adults, children, and many community organizations. In addition, she has planned, chaired, and executed special events which have all proven to be successful year after year. A nominee said, "She has the ability to delegate and communicate with others. She's confident, committed, trustworthy, and has a good sense of humor. She's a good role model." Born and raised in Alliance, this year's recipient is a graduate of Alliance High School, the University of Mount Union, and Case Western University. She started her career in Louisville Public Library, where she worked to enhance the children's department and programming. She then moved on to Louisville Public Schools, overseeing all of the elementary school libraries and employees and volunteers who saw to their daily staffing. When it came time to raise a young family, our honoree took a part-time position with the University of Mount Union, eventually returning to a full-time employment with Alliance City Schools as the director of the high school library and media center. When an opportunity arose in the children's department at Rodman Public Library, she took advantage of the opportunity to return to her passion, children's literature. The department's curriculum and programming grew under her leadership, and today, the entire Rodman Public Library flourishes under her direction. It is with many accomplishments in mind, it gives me great pleasure to present the 2014 Athena Award recipient, Patricia Stone, with this richly deserved honor. Please join me in congratulating her.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. I could stop right now and just say, listening to the invocation and the sense of community that was brought to that, I could just say ditto and sit down. Thank you, Pastor Rick, for your fine words. I'm a gal, as was just said, I never left Alliance. I know a lot of my friends, a lot of my classmates did. I admired them for that, because I never felt I had quite the to get out there and do what they were doing. But I've had a wonderful life. I've seen a lot of wonderful places, and I've stayed right here. And one of the best parts of that, when I go out and visit other places, is coming back home. I do love Alliance. There are such wonderful, wonderful people here, and I don't need to go anyplace else to find them. So, I want to say thank you to all of my friends and my cohorts at work, my family. I was a little suspicious because they told me that my nephew Eddie was going to get a special award tonight, and so I've been waiting for that. So they're a little sneaky too. Thank you for honoring me, and I will continue to do my very best for this wonderful, wonderful town. Thank you.
All of you made this scholarship a reality through your generous donations. In less than a year, this community raised substantial funds, and we fervently hope that this scholarship can be awarded every year in perpetuity to a deserving young woman, to a high school senior who has demonstrated community service, academic achievement, and leadership potential. The scholarship is awarded directly by the Greater Alliance Foundation, and it is paid to the college, university, or other educational institution to which the recipient has enrolled. We are awarding our very first scholarship tonight. We want you to know that we could not have done it without you, without all of you. Thank you so very much. More than 25 outstanding applications were submitted from the 4 school districts that are in the Chamber's footprint: Alliance City, Marlington Local, Sebring Local, and West Branch Local. And so I turn it over at this time to Theresa Lattanzi, who will present the first Woman of the Year Athena Scholarship Award.
This young woman, as described by those that wrote reference letters for her, intelligent, determined, accomplished, with very little guidance. She has attended Kent State under dual credit for high school and college in physics. It frightens me. Calculus, dual enrollment. People have said, her guidance counselors, her teachers, that she has a tremendous focus. And she raises the standard in her own classrooms for her other friends and students. She's an effective communicator, and she's a leader. But this is what got me and brought me to tears the other day. This is a quote from Allie. I believe in myself and will stop at nothing to accomplish my goals. I am not my family, I am me, and I am deserving. And I'm proud to say, Allie, you are deserving of our first $1,000 scholarship award, which will be sent to Neomed, because Allie's going to be in position. She went through all those extensive interviews and everything that has to be selected to the next class of Neomed. So let's have our congratulations.
Thank you guys so much. It's a pleasure to be here, and to meet with all of you, it's really exciting. There's some very successful people in here, and I aspire to be like all of you one day. Thank you again.